Hello everyone and welcome to a brand new Let's Play. This is The Lord of the Rings, The Battle for Middle-earth 2. Hold on one second, I'm actually not going to turn that all the way down, I'm going to turn it very low. The only place my thing got copyright claimed for, and it didn't get copyright claimed in the way that it got taken off YouTube. You know, you guys can go see it. It's not, it's not viewable in Pakistan, oddly enough. But the U.S. and everywhere else, they can watch it. But this is The Lord of the Rings: The Battle for Middle-earth 2. It is vastly different from Battle for Middle-earth 1. There are a lot of similarities, of course, because it is the sequel to the first one. But there's a ton of differences. In like a mind-blowing, a mind-blowingly amount of I don't know what the English right is for that. Anyway, there's a lot of differences between this one and the last one. And what we're actually going to do is I'm not going to play. I'm teeter-tottering between playing the tutorial or not. I don't think I'm going to. I think we're just going to go ahead and move on. Start off with the campaign. A few things that are different, of course, about it is, like I said, it's got the tutorials. It's got 3 game modes. The campaign, which, of course, is split between evil and good, just like in the last one. War of the Ring, which I will be showing you guys, and Skirmish mode. Skirmish mode, I will be playing some of BFME 1 and BFME 2 of it, just because to show you guys some mock fights and stuff like that. It's basically, you know, your average RTS, versus mode. War of the Ring is more somewhat traditional to the first game in the way the map works, because the campaign in this one is not open map, open world-ish like in the first one. It is specifically linear. It is mission by mission by mission. So you won't see me trying to level up my troops as much, but you will see me trying to level up somewhat my heroes. I think this game's campaign is actually a lot easier, me personally, than the other one. But yeah, a couple other interesting things. My heroes, which I will show you probably at the end of Apple Go. Sorry, my dog. I will probably show you guys at the end of the Let's Play, and we'll make a hero. But for now, let's go ahead and jump on in to the campaign, which in the last one we started off with good. So in this one, we are going to play as evil. And we are going to go with easy because this game does get very difficult. I might switch over and try a hard mode later of it because it is very short. This one will probably be limited at 16 episodes at most, I would say, maybe a little bit more, whereas BFME 1 is probably going to be hitting over 20. We're already at 16, and I'm not that far into uploading the BFME 1 story. This will be uploaded probably about a week or 2 from now. When you will see this first one. I am going to be pushing out a lot of episodes today of the first one, just to kind of get it out there. I'm ready to start playing other games, which I'm also probably going to try and stream after I get off Kingdom Hearts, because I'm trying to hurry up and get through Kingdom Hearts 3, because as much as I love it, I'm ready to play something else. But anyway, let's go ahead and get started. And I will mute myself during the cutscenes.
In the final years of the Third Age, Middle-earth stands on the brink of destruction. The Free Peoples are under threat from Sauron, the Lord of the Rings, who prepares his vast armies for war. At this late hour, the leaders of elves, dwarves, and men come together at the Council of Elrond to decide their next move. After the Fellowship is assembled and heads south to destroy the source of Sauron's power, the remaining leaders prepare for the Dark Lord's assault upon the northern lands. The elven and dwarven races have always had little trust for each other, but now they must unite and fight a common enemy. The Dark Lord Sauron's influence spreads far across the lands of Middle-earth. Goblins descend from the Misty Mountains. A vast army flows from Dol Guldur, his evil fortress in Mirkwood. The war in the north begins in Lorien, where the host from Dol Guldur intends to crush the elves who have long lived in their nearby enchanted forest.
The raid upon Lorien has long been in the waiting. The elves have tricked and cursed our forces in these parts. Today, that will end.
We must build an army before we raid the elven city. First, a builder needs to construct us a cave.
Alright, so a few things to note about this already. As you can see, we have Nazgul on horseback, not on Fell Beast, and they have different abilities. Each Nazgul has the same abilities, and they're fairly weak. They're not that, obviously they only have 1650 health. And I know that they are level 1, but still, they're not very powerful when it comes down to truly just sheer power. They're pretty weak. They have Dread Visage, which, of course, reduces enemy armor and damage. If I'm correct, this is the first one, if I'm correct, and I believe I am, did not have any debuffs. It only had buffs. The only debuff it has that I remember was when you turned on the
goblin cave.
Shut up! I know.
Invasion force.
Yeah,
Get moving, builder.
Let me speak, but it would take away the leadership skills. You have Morgul Blade, which will turn people into it cripples and poisons enemies, and will turn them into Parawites if they die when they're hit with a Morgul Blade. And then, of course, Shriek, which I didn't use with the Nazgul, or with the Fell Beast Nazgul, which just sends enemies fleeing. But the other hero we have, who is very specific,
Traitors will be dealt with swiftly.
the Mouth of Sauron. He is featured in the movies, in the director cut of the movies, not in the original release. As his name sounds, he is the Mouth of Sauron. He has Evil Eye, a powerful ray of light that damages targeted enemies. It's pretty good. Doubt, which reduces enemy armor and damage.
We
just
need
like
a goblin cave to create our invasion force. Get moving, builder.
You gonna let me finish talking? With just like theirs, only his isn't passive. And then Descent cause target units to become hostile toward each other. Really good to use that and that in tandem. But the next big but yeah, that's the new heroes we have. As you can see, we have a fortress, and we have a cave over there. Well, in this game, unlike in the last one, while you still have build plots around your fortress, you have builders, which each faction will have its own set of buildings. We are technically playing as goblins, but we have heroes that belong to the Mordor faction, just because we're in the campaign. So we're going to start off by building a goblin cave. We're actually going to build 2. Because I want to quickly
We
make...
need a
Well,
goblin cave to create our invasion force.
might as well not. This, finally we can shut him up. I will go ahead and show off tell you about each of the powers. We have cave bats. They detect stealth units, reduce enemy armor and damage, another debuff, and you can fly them around the map to see things. War Chant we had in the last one is a buff, of course. It is good, and that's probably the next power we're gonna get. Well, actually, we'll probably go ahead and get it because realistically, we'll get enough power points to get Scavenger, which I want, kind of. We also was in the first game. All kills earn extra resource powers. It's passive. Tainted Land, which we did not use, which is another buff. It taints the land and gives our units 50% armor. We can't use Summon Wildman yet. We have to wait till a certain mission in the campaign to get it. But he summons a hordes of Wildmen. Pretty simple. Summon Watcher. Summons the Watcher. Barricade creates a defensive tower that has archers. I believe you can get fire arrows in it somehow, but I'm not sure how. Darkness, we already had that. It's a buff, of course. Devastation, we already had. Untamed Allegiance allows us to take control of creeps, which are wild creatures, wild lairs. Summon Spiderling allies, again, pretty similar. Awaken the Worm allows us to summon a worm, which is actually pretty powerful and really good at taking out ints, buildings to an extent, I think, and is really good at taking out weak units. Arrow Volley, pretty simple. You shoot, it launches one little arrow and then shoots a whole bunch in one area. Really powerful against weaker units, not very good against any unit over the level of 1 or 2 or 3. Fuel the Fires. We get more resources from harvesting trees. We already had Industry. We already had the Eye of Sauron. Y'all saw us use the Balrog, but then there's these 3 powers. This summons a dragon. Pretty cool. That's just dragon, doesn't say his name. Rain of Fire calls down basically a meteor strike, literally. And then summon a fire-breathing dragon to fly by, basically like an airstrike. But yeah, those are the powers. We're going to go ahead and start off with War Chant. War Chant. We're going to start off with War Chant.
Get moving, builder!
And we're going to send our Mouth of Sauron and raise ahead.
Select it and cast it upon a target. Yes! The Goblin Cave is complete. Build our hordes of goblins for the attack on Lorien.
Alright, let's go ahead and send our troops down. Send our 4
It's an ambush!
heroes.
The elves are attacking from the trees!
Yeah. Here we go. We got some goblins. And of course they get poison blades, which are pretty good. Of course, poisons enemies. Goblins are the weakest infantry in the entire game. However, they are really good if you get a bunch of them. Plus, they are super duper cheap. They're
Goblins
75.
are ready! Our tunnels will provide resources. With more of them, our riches will grow. Build us a second tunnel so that we may conquer this land.
And now we can build our version of farms, which give us caves that we can send units into one side and pull them out of other caves throughout the map. They also give us more command points, normally. There is always a command point max, just depends on what you set it to. Goblin archers, they get poison arrows.
Use the tunnels to move our forces through Lorien quickly. First, move our forces into the tunnel. Then, choose another tunnel from which they will emerge.
And presto. Got some units to come out.
Inside! Now! What is that? Warriors! You'll do what one's finished! You know what to do! Cave trolls are mighty beasts that can swiftly demolish structures. We will need their strength to eradicate the Elven city. Build us a fissure. We can summon cave trolls from there.
And now we can build a fissure, which will give us cave trolls. Pretty simple. Goblins, for the most part, are going to be, aside from wargs and barrow wights, they have all the other creeps. They have drakes. You can get drakes. Goblins, trolls, and spiders. Which aren't too bad.
Well done. The fissure has been completed. Before we can summon the cave trolls, we must upgrade the fissure. This spot is no good.
That's actually not if I remember so basically the reason why we don't have to get them, and we're gonna go ahead and do it. So another one thing real quick, backing up. Upgrading in this does not happen when you produce units like it did in the first game. It happens when you upgrade it with this, with an upgrade icon. I actually prefer it that way, because then you don't have to build units, let them die, build units, let them die, just to level up some units, you know?
That's that attitude of yours. You know what to do.
And everything except for trolls and
Excellent.
giants, I think,
The
can go in
fissure
there.
has been upgraded. Now we are ready to summon the cave trolls.
We're gonna get them. Cave trolls are pretty good, but I like mountain trolls more. Me personally.
You'll do what you're told.
There's other stuff like a spider pit,
The
treasure
cave
trove.
trolls
You
are
can't
ready.
make them yet.
We must defend our fortress if our conquest is to succeed. Select the build plot surrounding our fortress and construct several defensive upgrades.
Trolls cannot, unfortunately, go in there. But that's not too big a deal because you can just do this, and then you can build any of those structures as far as you want all over the map.
Move our forces across the river and cast down their beloved homes and trees. We've released the cave troll.
I want to use a tree.
You'll do what you're told.
So, real quick, another thing. We've got, as you guys can see, I can unveil our new, we're playing as a brand new faction. You had Isengard and Mordor in the last one, and this one you have Isengard, Mordor, and the Goblins, which is the faction we are playing as of right now, including Mordor heroes. But I can also show you guys another faction.
Destroy the elven tree houses.
Shut up. The other faction I can show you guys, Elves. The Elves in this game get their own faction. So, instead of having Gondor and Rohan, you have men, elves, and dwarves. And we'll get to see dwarves later. But elves, pretty obvious. You got elven swordsmen, elven archers, and a hero. This hero is actually in the movies. And this is Haldir. He was killed at the Battle of Helm's Deep. I think we kill him here. But he, if you play the good campaign, you get him. He survives all the way to the very end. Just like Boromir. So Boromir, Gandalf didn't die when he fought Balrog, and Boromir didn't die to Lurtz in the good campaign of the last one. I think that's everything.
Your filth will not spread through this land. Leave now or die.
I forgot the button to switch.
Kill him.
Elves, to arms. The enemy is here.
Oh, there he is. Unfortunately, we will not be able to kill old boy. I don't know why our limit just went up for some reason. But I'm not gonna complain.
Build another tunnel on the far side of the river. With it, we can move our troops into Lorien quickly. Oh, goblin warriors! Come together!
Alright, level 4, bro. Is he not gone? Okay, they heal. We might be able to kill him right now because he's not running. I don't remember us leveling up this much.
Looks like these
I don't think he's supposed to stay there.
Quiet down.
Go ahead and kill him. We can hurt him. Again, I don't really know why he's not dipping. That's not how that's supposed to happen, by the way. In the story, he doesn't just chill here and fight us. He dips. Like I said, I don't really know why he didn't leave.
Yes. With their tree homes felled, they will find no place
Y'all
to
need to heal.
hide.
There, the stronghold of Lorien, Keras Galadon. We raise it to the ground.
Cool.
Presence we know.
There's Galadriel. And that is her
We're done with this
boyfriend.
one.
His name I don't remember at all.
Take yourselves ready.
Alright. Now let's go up here and kill them.
Held captive. Free it.
I don't think we can level up our people anymore. Alright, sweet. Since we got more power points, now I want scavengers.
It's too late! The giant has been freed!
There's another unit we can now get, which are giants. Another brand new unit. Giants are really good for killing both people, heroes, and structures. If only we can get the upgrades for the goblins, but we can't, which is fine. I don't think we can make. No, we cannot. That's fine. But the reason why we couldn't get the cave trolls before we had upgraded earlier, was we have the updated version of this game.
Another giant. Get stronger.
Don't mind me. What's poppin'? Don't mind me just watching.
It's too late! The giant has been freed!
That's the elven farm, the Madeline Creek. It's gone now. I think we gotta get one more giant, if I remember correctly. No, I kind of want you guys off horseback, to be honest.
Punished.
I just want them off horseback because I don't want them running in somewhere and then getting killed. As long as you got a fortress, it's not as big a deal. Notice, normally we would have to fight Haldir over here, but he's dead. Now we only have archer goblins. Like I said, goblins are not that good. Their spearmen are. Their spearmen are really good. Their spearmen are a little bit broken sometimes if you use them. My nose.
Their insolence will not go unpunished.
Up we go. Under there.
Another giant. Get stronger.
Alright, let's see. Another buff wouldn't hurt. like I said, Nazgul are freaking weak, but we can't actually get them right now because our command limit is too high. But as long as we have a fortress, we can get our heroes back.
One of our leaders has fallen, but all is not lost, for they can be revived at the fortress.
Yeah, I can't do that, smart one.
It's too late! The giant has been freed!
I could have before we got that giant. Oh well, it's fine. About 3 trolls and our 2 giants. I mean 3 giants. 4 trolls. Okay. I don't know where Willie the 4th one came from.
Why do we tarry? Lorien must fall!
Thou shalt feel my wrath, foul minions of Sauron.
By the light of Elbereth, you will perish!
The elf witch Galadriel and her foolish mate grace us with their presence. Such exquisite pleasure their deaths shall bring.
If I remember correctly, we can't actually kill. That's why we're freaking losing our Nazgul. Freaking rocks. The rocks are
The
hurting.
Queen has escaped!
No matter. We will deal with her later. Show them their graves.
Not you.
Escape, Galadriel. Flee and warn the others.
Freaking troll, man, that were hurting. I like my trolls and stuff, but dang, those rocks hurt. As long as they're on tainted land, they will be buffed. So that's once again, orcs, the goblins are good only if they're buffed. They're not buffed and stuff. Why are y'all chasing him down? Well, sucks to suck, doesn't it? One standing so close to the rocks. Yeah, unfortunately, goblins are pretty dang weak. I'm not gonna lie. Unless you get them buffed up and stuff, they suck.
They're attacking over here.
Our leader has returned to fight.
You gonna die right at the end, ain't you? Yep, you are, because you suck. My boy.
They are not.
It's okay, he's a little special in that. Whoa!
Excellent.
Okay, that worked. We got him. That was the end of the first episode.
Once more, Sauron's warriors stand triumphant.
Saruman, what hub did you get? We didn't even use Orikai that time.
The elves of Lorien have been driven from their enchanted forest. The tide of darkness from Dol Guldur will now spread to all of the northern lands.
So that was the very end of the the first mission of the evil campaign. So as you see, the next mission is the Grey Havens. Like I said, it's in mission mode. So I am gonna save it real quick because we don't have like a continue button. Alright, I'll save it as Evil Path. And that is what we will work on tomorrow. So, as always, thank you anyone who watches and thank you everyone who watches. I'm Steel, and I'm out.